Are Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy the same guy? I feel like they have one or two clear differences, but many similarities. When the ball leaves their hand, I think pretty much is very similar. But before the ball leaves their hand, there are some key differences.
I think, let me give you I'll give you the pluses for Jimmy first. What Jimmy's better at than Brock, there's only like two things. He's more accurate.
Pocket passing.
He's a more accurate pocket passer than Brock Purdy. Not that Brock Purdy's completely inaccurate, but Jimmy's right on the money. If the first read is open and it's a quick short pass, he's very accurate there.
He has more zip on his throws. He has a stronger arm. He has touch too.
Right.
He's a better pocket passer than Brock.
So that I'll give to Jimmy, but everything else Brock Purdy's better at to me.
Yep.
Okay? Everything else.
Everything.
Jimmy has a better arm than Brock, but Brock actually looks downfield more than Jimmy.
Yeah, he's more daring.
Wants to push it downfield, even though his arm's not as strong as Jimmy's was. Jimmy is the true dink and dunker by any definition, no matter whose definition you're using.
And it got worse as time went on.
Yes, and then he's a statue in the pocket.
Correct.
Completely different. To me, Brock, and what was weird about the video, and I liked that video, I thought it was very informative, but the one thing that was strange to me is he said Jimmy sees the field better than Brock in that video, which I completely disagree with.
I'm not sure about that.
I think Brock sees the field better than Jimmy. To me, he knows where guys are going to be before they get there when he's scrambling around. I see that in Brock. He's a playmaker to me. And to me, he's way better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now, in the video, he did show Jimmy like getting to the third read in his progression on the backside of the play from the pocket, which I don't know that Brock could do that, to Alex Rollins' point. Great video. Brock is more scramble out of the pocket, take a look around, calm down. Oh, George Kittle's running a route that we didn't even draw up. Oh, okay, I got him. Like,
and he sees it.
I don't think Jimmy has it in him because he just panics after 2.5 seconds.
Right.
If he has the ball in his hands after 2.5 seconds, he's like, I'm getting hit. Where's it coming from? I'm going to get hurt. What's going on? Like,
right.
Maybe Purdy will feel like that eventually, because that's the thing about playing quarterback. You can be real daring, but once you've had a surgery or two, are you going into survival mode? Jimmy did. A lot of quarterbacks do. We'll see about Brock.
And I am concerned that they make him more Jimmy-esque, like try to ring it back a little, dial it back, like play within the offense, stay in the pocket. Like,
what was the last thing Bill Walsh said in his essay? He said, above all else, the most important thing for a quarterback, nothing a coach can prepare him for or teach, is what he called spontaneous greatness. And the concept is, you can choreograph everything. You can set him up for all the success, but eventually at some point in the season, maybe in the Super Bowl, it's going to be tight, 5 minutes left, up a couple, down a couple, and the play's not going to work. It's going to be a little off. It's going to be a little bit of chaos. Is your guy going to make the right decision on the fly? Joe Montana did when Freddie Solomon fell. And
Jimmy did not have that.
He didn't have that. No. And Brock showed some of that last year. And so what did Brian Griese and Kyle Shanahan say the coaching point for Brock was this offseason? Do that less. Less spontaneous genius, more robotic pocket passing. They don't get it. Sorry. They don't get it.
Yeah, that's one thing that worries me. And the offense does look similar. Like if you look at it's short over the middle passing game, right? Mm-hmm. And Jimmy Garoppolo was 31st in deep shots. 31st. Correct. Like the worst. The dink and dunk king. Brock Purdy was 18th, which is better.
Better.
But is it that much more dynamic to where it's going to change everything? It's not really.
And this is what defense is daring you to throw deep. It's not like they're being like, oh my God, like this Brock Purdy's got an arm. We got to play too deep, play off, and just hope and pray he checks down. Like that is not how people play Brock.
Same defense.
In fact, they're playing 8 in the box more with Brock than they do with Jimmy because Brock's arm is weaker. You can say whatever you want about his desire, his intent, his courage, his spontaneity. His arm is weaker. And that was before he tore it, the UCL. So we'll see.
Yeah. So they have similarities. I'll take Brock all day long over Jimmy.
I'll take Brock all day long over Jimmy because I do think that forget the age and the price. Forget all that. Mobility is critical to Bill Walsh's point. The ability to evade a pass rush is critical. And that's, to me, why Jimmy is hurt all the time because he can't do it. He can't do it. And he knows it.
Yeah. And he was actually, before his ACL injury, he was out okay at it. Okay.
Now he's
It
no
wasn't
good.
Brock Purdy. It wasn't Brock
He was
Purdy.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so Brock isn't what I would call mobile. I don't think he's going to be running for 200-300 yards, 4 or 5 touchdowns in a year. He's too small. He's not fast. He'll get lit up, but he can get away. He can extend the play. It's nice. Lance theoretically can do that plus. But Lance, everything with him is theoretical until they get him on the field for like more than a game.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Nathan. Jimmy and Brock were good at the dank and the dunk, but how's Darnold? His deep ball accuracy isn't the best. Is Trey with the deep ball? Trey is nice with the deep ball. I don't know what Darnold is good at. I'm not sure that he's proven he's good at anything.
I don't. Can I ask you something?
dank.
Can I ask you something about Darnold? Because I wasn't there. I'm just watching your videos and other videos. In the warm-ups, one thing I think is correct me on the two things. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the warm-ups, Trey Lance was always first in the warm-ups. Every single OTAs, every single minicamp. Right? He led the warm-up.
I believe so.
So I think that's important to note because it does say something as far as like who's leading right now, or who understands what they're supposed to be doing, maybe. But here's what I want to ask you is when I'm watching Trey Lance throw the ball and I'm watching Sam Darnold throw the ball, I don't see this, and I love Matt Mayoka, but I don't see this greatest thrower of the football thing. Did you see anything resembling the greatest thrower of the football?
No, I mean, Darnold was 9 of 18 in 11 on 11s in minicamp. 9 of 18 with 2 drops. So that would be 11 of 18. Like, that's not.
I mean, even in warm-ups, when you're just throwing the ball.
I mean, he's okay. I mean, I guess he has a quicker release, than Trey Lance. He might have the ability to throw the ball from more platforms, but like none of that theoretical ability translates to anything on the field for Sam Darnold. He still hesitates. He still makes bad decisions.
Like he was hanging. And was his deep ball hanging?
Yes.
Like
he doesn't throw an accurate deep ball. Like whether or not he has the physical arm strength to put it out there, he's not accurate with it.
Yeah,
I don't think he has confidence with it.
Yeah.
So I don't really see it with Sam yet. And I don't think that's why people are talking about Brandon Allen, because they don't see it with Sam. Do you think Jimmy's contract had an NDA take Kyle's BS clause? I think that's why they paid him so much. No, but I think it's understood, man. If you're getting paid $27 million a year, like just, I don't know.
Until you're on your way out.
Other quarterbacks might tell Kyle, shut up. We don't know what Jimmy said behind closed doors. He said on the field, your plays freaking suck, man. So we don't know.
Yeah.
We also know that Jimmy didn't answer his phone calls or return his texts. So maybe his attitude was leave me the hell alone.
I'm done with you.
I'm done with you.
See you next year.
That's the show. Thanks for watching.